Hello, everyone, and let's fix that FOV. Welcome to an evening in Mirror's Edge. I've been looking forward to doing this game for a while now. I'm actually going to turn the volume down on my headset. This is a chill live commentary series. I hope it feels like you're just hanging out on a buddy's couch, chilling, playing games like it's Friday night. Guess what? I think this video is coming out on a Friday night. I've been holding off on trying to record this for a long time now because I've been sick the last 2 weeks. I hate being sick. I truly do. And I'm actually recording this in the morning because it's the only time that my voice is doable. We have much to talk about. I have many notes for today. So I think we're going to play through a few levels. But I'm very excited to play Mirror's Edge. How many of you have played this game? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me make sure my phone is off. I'm sure everybody's really enjoying this gameplay. Look, I don't know. When I get sick, I'm pretty absent-minded. So this could be one of the loopiest and silliest evening ends that we've done so far. This is our 4th one in the series. If you like it, check out the playlist down below. Let's start with Mirror's Edge before we get into the topic today. This game came out in 2008, I think. PS3 and the Xbox 360. I think the PC launched at that time as well. Yeah, we'll hop over here. We can hop that. Shabba-dabba-doo. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Made by DICE. And it's in the Frostbite engine. So you just had Battlefield 3 release. Or did this come out before Battlefield 3? Came out right around the same time, right? Big jump. It is just one of the best games ever. You can finish it up in an afternoon. It's not a super long game. But the replayability is insane. I've probably gone through this game and seen credits 10 times. And I've definitely booted it up over and over again to just play a level or two. You play as Faith, who's that person hanging from a helicopter. You're a runner. It's a dystopian future. And the only way that free speech occurs is from these parkour people. So it's like a very Orwellian kind of future. All communication is censored by the government. And the only way to pass messages is in these little parcels for free runners. So think back to 2008, early 360 days. And developers like DICE are able to take a risk and literally make a free running game about free speech, like a parkour game about free speech. It got me thinking, we really just don't see... Oh, let me show you something cool. One of the reasons I really like this game. So we got to get over there. But the game always presents you with many different ways that you can get to your goal. We could jump up here and vault over that. We can come up onto this. Jump onto this sign. Do a little wall run right here. And that's why the game is like essentially infinitely replayable. It's a bummer. And I used to know some of the speedrun tricks. It's been so long that I don't anymore. So I'll do my best to keep flow going. But if it slows down, I haven't played it in a while. Put this on your Steam wish list if you don't already have it. And go pick up a copy for... Well, it's on Game Pass, I think. Both this game and its follow-up Catalyst are on Game Pass Ultimate or EA Play. If you were to play any of the two, please play this one. I am a massive, massive fan of this series, and I don't really... Catalyst is okay. It's a very fun game. It still has some good levels, but they made some choices that I think this one is much better. Oops, come on, Faith. We don't want to die. This one is just a super tight 10-level campaign, very traditional. When Catalyst came out, of course, we have to make it open world, because why not? And they rebooted the story, and I don't know why they rebooted the story. Like, the ending of that game is so bad. I like. There might be a clip on my second channel somewhere of it where I just like did a spit take. It was so stupid. But there are some very cool levels in the second, so it's not a bad game. But I think this game is a masterpiece, dude. If you kick right before you land, you won't get stuck in that animation. So I was thinking back to this 2008 era before we get to the main topic still. This is part of it, but think about the consoles back then. You had PS3, 360, and the Wii. The Wii came out in 2006. All three of them had their own unique flavor. The PS3 is this like unbelievable mega processing powerhouse, right? The cell processor. Like it's a supercomputer. It's amazing. The 360 is really like the evolution of online. And if you were around during that era, what would you say your main platform was? I was 100% a 360 player. I was so deep in the Halo sauce at that time. I was obsessed with Halo 2. I got the 360, I think it was a Christmas present, and I was so happy, dude. Even got Tony Hawk's Project 8. I think that is the very first game that I had for the 360, and I know people like look back and that's one of the worst entries in the series, but I liked it. That original 360 red ringed, as many did back in the day. Remember I broke another one at the very start of college. My parents helped me get a new one, which was really sweet. It's part of the reason I was super stoked about college. It's shallow, but the first time I had really good high-speed internet in my life, and I just couldn't wait to play Halo multiplayer online. Up until that point, it was just only getting to play Halo 3 when I would go to a buddy's house. But they all had a flavor. The Wii especially had a flavor. And I recently have been borrowing a Wii from a family member. I got it as a gift years ago. And it gets some use here and there, mainly Wii Sports, but I never experienced much of that library. I was not a Wii person. In college, there was some friends down the hall who did have a Wii. And one of my favorite memories, like back during the start of college, was after dinner, we would all go back to the dorm, like 10 of us piling into a tiny room, and we would take turns playing Smash Brothers Brawl. And pretty much after every meal, we'd play Brawl for a good hour, maybe 2. And it just was rad. I've never been good at Smash, but I just loved that game. So as I've been borrowing this Wii, I'm playing through Super Mario Galaxy. I've got backups of all my old GameCube games on this system. And I'm just realizing how unique the Wii was. When you turn it on and it makes all these happy noises, there's cool ambient music. It was designed to be something that brought you joy to just turn on. Like it's pre-smartphone-ish, so there's a weather channel. It was meant to be, and you get notes, you get little mail messages every day that show up and tell you like how much playtime you've put into certain things. And I just can't help but feel like now all the consoles are just, they're like Netflix tiles. You know that UI design? Like everything is just a bunch of squares. And the Switch UI has like no joy. Switch 2 is like the same thing. I feel like the Xbox UI is like the same thing. The PlayStation UI. The PlayStation UI is like... PlayStation still has some of that flavor, but not a lot. I'm skipping the story stuff so you don't get any spoilers. PlayStation still has a tiny bit of it. Xbox is just Microsoft at this point. So back when I used to know speedrun stuff, you could do this jump where you lift your legs, you land right on this, and then you could, if you had the right speed, wall run into a jump where you lift your legs and get over it. It's hard, but I'm sure the speedrun has changed a lot for this game over the years. Then I've been playing, Super Mario Galaxy and some of these old GameCube games, and it is like there has never been a better time, I feel like, to pick up an old console and just experience that ecosystem. There's definitely a wave right now of nostalgia being super popular on the internet. And I think some of it is nostalgia for nostalgia's sake, where it does feel good to look back at the past, or there's a lot of younger players who never experienced that stuff who are playing it for the first time. But then I also do think there's some truth to the fact that back then, most of those games and systems were just trying to be fun, unique, special. Maybe I'm overly negative, but it does feel like today everything is so samey and bland, and so many of the big titles, everything is just focused more on shareholders, and what the shareholders are going to get out of it. That was silly. We'll try that again. So I've been absolutely obsessed with the Wii here lately. If you have any games that you recommend, I'd be very curious. But I do say, like, come on, Faith. Thank you. If you don't have like one older console, I would super recommend getting a PlayStation 2 or a Wii, even a 360, right? Although Xbox does a pretty decent job with their backwards compatibility, so there is a lot of stuff that you can play, but just like immerse yourself in an older ecosystem. Try some older games. For the cost of, let's say, one new $80 game, you can buy a used Switch online on eBay and probably 3 or 4 games. Like used Switch or used Wiis. Did I say Switch? I meant a Wii. I think I said a Wii. Let me know if I said it wrong. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. I think there's an intended way to do this. Oh! Okay. Sorry, everyone. I pressed the roll button at the wrong time. This section is kind of janky. I'm not going to lie. You can get a Wii on eBay for $40-$50, and then you can get some Wii games for cheap. Some of them are like really expensive now, unfortunately, which is a bummer. But it's been pretty fun to just go back to an old ecosystem and have nostalgia for something that I was periphery to, but not actually immersed in. Like I don't really regret that I wasn't a part of. So hold on real quick. I think there's a cheater way to do this. Like we can drop onto, I think if we do it from this side, we can. Yeah, cool. You're not supposed to do it that way, but I did it that way. Like I have no regrets that I was not really a 360 or a Wii person at the time. I was in the 360 world. I lived through the best Xbox Live era of all time, in my opinion. And if you were a part of 360 07 to 13, it was something crazy special. But that's also why I think it's kind of fun to now go back and experience something that I didn't have access to with the Wii. And it's very cool. That has nothing to do with the main topic today, but I wanted to bring it up. PS2, 3DS, and Wii. Oh, darn. Did I miss my window? Do I have to... That's irritating. I apologize. I blame it on the sickness. I just hope... This is where I'll end the topic. I just hope we see some unique stuff, because as much as I dislike console wars where people are like, my box is better than your box, because that I don't miss. Everything now is just sort of the same. We're all like different flavors of PCs. And when you have games like the Wii that used motion controls and developed something really unique and built games for that unique interface, you get creative things. You get stuff that you would never get. And now it seems like apparently Xbox, like the rumor is no more consoles. It's just going to be a PC. And everything that we use now is just. You saw me push the button. That's weird. It like heard me. We're moving into a time where, yeah, everything releases on everything, which is kind of cool. But I think we're going to lose out on some of those really unique games because right now the only thing that separates the console, they're just different spec PCs. Like the consoles are all just different flavors of the same PC. And sure, the PS5 has the adaptive triggers, which for games like Astrobot are so cool. And the Switch still has the Joy-Con and the hybrid handheld nature, which is unique. But I am mixed on this. So let me know. Let me know what you think about it. I will never miss the whole like back in the day people bought one box and that was their ecosystem for the most part for the whole console lifespan. You were like in a really good spot if you own multiple consoles, I feel like. And for me, like I said, I was 360 through and through. I could not afford a PS3. It took until like the Slim when I think it was $300 where I'd asked for, help getting it for like Christmas. And it was probably 2012 or 13, I think. And I think I can go around him. Yeah. He also can shoot me, though, so maybe I should have taken him out. I can't remember. This might be bad. Don't shoot her. Because the sniper is super strong. And on normal, these guys actually do kind of hit hard. Okay, cool. I was 360. I didn't get to experience PS3 till the very end. And so I think part of the console war stuff came from the fact that people would buy their box and then it turned into this like, well, this is my box. Oh, gosh, heart. And it's the best box ever because this is the one that I have. So don't shoot, Faith. Okay, and then the button. Okay. We're through. I'm trying to remember. Is it either of these that I can go on? No, it's not this side. It's the other side, but I could probably do that. Yeah. Nice. Like I said, this game has so much replayability. You can just jam out on this thing for so long. Oop. And I think you squeeze against the wall here. Okay. That stuff aside, I want to talk about reinventing yourself, starting over. My only note is you are allowed to change directions. Even after years of doing something one direction, reinvention doesn't mean you failed. It can mean you outgrew something. You came to understand something new. And I feel very much in a period of reinvention right now. Like, I'm trying to figure out where do I go? What's next? What do I want to be doing? Good jump. And I think about that all the time because before you know it, you can get locked into a routine or a loop and not even realize you may not be super happy with that routine or loop. Case in point, just trying to think about what do I want to do day to day and like career wise, because as most of you know, YouTube's not my job. This is just a side hobby. I truly don't know. Like, I love props to anybody who can do this full time, but I have no idea. Good job, Faith. Good job. Like, I couldn't even cover grocery bills, maybe people who have tons of sponsorships, I guess, or who stream, maybe it's different, but I prefer it as a hobby. I feel like I get all the fun with zero pressure because you just get to make weird stuff that doesn't have to appeal to the algorithm overlords, But my normal job is in marketing. And I've talked about this a lot. I started out working at a TV studio in high school, ended up going to college for video and film. And, I have to make a jump, don't I? Yeah, don't miss this. I'll be honest, over the years, my role has changed a lot. And I don't get to do much creative anymore. Most of it's emailing and working with teams and logistics and a lot of problems, just stuff that I don't super love as much. And I've been asking myself, like, okay, well, how did we get here? And what's next? Dude, don't die. Come on. The AI on normal is sort of kind of butt heads. Forgot when you die, the FOV gets messed up too. Let's pause real quick on the career talk for just a second. This game on PC is quirky. Frostbite engine looks great. The art design is super good. Don't get me wrong. But if I die again, I might have to do a full lap to get these guys off my case. Oh, come on, Faith. Don't get it. I think it's one more shot and we're dead. Okay, cool. You have to bind FOV in the controller settings because on some levels, the lighting effects breaks if the FOV is too high. So it's an okay PC port, but just know if you get it, it does take a little bit of work to dial it in. Jackknife. Okay, back to the talk. So I'm just trying to think about, okay, well, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? If I don't super love what I'm doing right now, what kind of steps should I take? Like, I can't obviously change. You can't change overnight. But if you start thinking about it and giving yourself the chance to go, okay, well, what did I like? And also give yourself the ability to hope in something better. I think that's one thing I'm really trying to dial in. Huge jump, dude. That would break your legs, right? I get locked in this loop of like, well, as much as I want it, like, guess what? Life isn't about getting everything you want. And sometimes it's just tough nuggets. You got to deal with it. And that is true. But like, I also want to believe, like, I think when I was younger, like 18, 19, I had this hope where I did believe you could you could be who you wanted to be. You could go after what you wanted to go after. You could chase dreams. And a lot of that I've hardened up on. I've been like, yeah, dreams are dead. Sorry. Not to that degree, but to some degree. I think it's easy to lose that hope and get jaded. So I'm trying to find that balance of like, who do I want to be? What do I value? What do I want to do? And reinvention can be super small. It can start with just a new mindset, a new routine. And, oh yeah, check out the incredible animations of this 2008 game. It's like a banana peel. Don't fall. Sometimes sorry everyone. I hate when she falls in this game. It like actually does like bother me. Like I tried to not show footage of it in the videos because it's like upsetting. But she can like land on her feet, which is no good. Okay, yeah, there we go. Some of these levels I'm not going to remember where to go. If you've been around the channel, come on. If you've been on the channel for a long time, you know I reinvented myself last year. And I'm super thankful to all of you for continuing to support and watch the channel because, yeah, I was not having the best of times. Oh, what? Oh, man, again, sorry, big fault. If I jumped there, I don't think I've ever taken that route, by the way. I'm going to try it one more time. Oh, no, it put me over here. That's fine. I loved 360 multiplayer years. That's why I started this channel. It was incredible and it was so fun. But since then, since 2017, 2018, I didn't love the multiplayer stuff as much, but I felt like I had to upload it. I felt like there was no choice but to upload it. And being able to last year take a break from all of that, and just switch into this sort of weird, whatever this channel is now, where we kind of talk life advice and mainly single player games and intentionality. I don't even really know what this is. It's just sort of following my heart. Being able to do that has changed my life. Like it has helped me mentally so much. It's made this a real passion and I've enjoyed it just so darn much. So thank you, by the way. I think that's possible in all sectors of life. And it starts with just rethinking, like, what do you want and who do you want to be? You got to stick with it, though. I think that's one of the hardest things is people who expect success immediately. Sometimes these big shifts can take forever. You know, they could take a decade or more. This part I always struggle with on PC. Okay, cool. Because if you do it right, she lands with her feet on the bars. And that's no good. And then I'm trying to think here. Is it this to that? I think that was it. It's so bloomed out. I can like barely see the ground. I am happy they chose this like primary color art style though, because it's let this game kind of stand the test of time. It's also very hard to let go of something that used to define you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really did see myself as a multiplayer gamer. Like I was a Halo guy. I was a Halo person. I love Destiny, but I was at my core a Halo person. And I always will love Halo, don't get me wrong. But like being able to basically say like, yeah, I liked this era. And I do like some of the modern stuff, but I don't like it nearly as much. And I can also objectively say, even though there's tons of nostalgia coding it, nothing will ever. Do you grab the gun? I can't. No, you don't grab the gun. That's like framing. Where do we go in here? I lost my train of thought, but nothing will beat those 360 memories for me. And it's okay to basically say, hey, I don't have to keep chasing those. Battlefield 6 does look sick. So I will probably play some BF6. But I don't know if I'll ever main multiplayer again unless we go through like a real renaissance era. Like what happened with like that 360 era. I'm not saying it couldn't happen again. I'm trying to remember where to go. Oh, right here. Okay. Smash. I think this is the train level. The train level's really good, by the way. I would say if it's like a creative endeavor, let's say you wanted to start a YouTube channel, just, oh, I'm probably going to die. You can't mess that up because they're going to flashbang me here in a second. I think I'm going to die here. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. We made the corner. Oh, is it this corner? Okay, cool. Let's say you wanted to start a YouTube channel. It could take a very long time to make progress on this platform. You could be making like the sickest videos ever. But if you're looking for instant success, you have to be ready for that journey, depending on what the goal might be. Maybe the best way to put it is like, and why it can sometimes be emotionally difficult to let go of the past is like, reinventing yourself doesn't erase who you were. You're like enhancing it. You're like version 2.0 or 3.5 of yourself, you know? Oh no, this is the crane one. This is one of the best levels in the game, dude. So this section in particular, there's like 5 ways to do everything. I think I do have to fight on this one, and I don't remember the button. I always forget on PC what the button is to disarm somebody. Only real criticisms I have with Mirror's Edge, by the way, is the combat sucks. And there's a few forced sections of combat in this game. And then the story's whatever. It's a very short game also. I wish it was longer. So if any... Oh, come on. Dumb Dragoon. If any of you have successfully reinvented yourself, this is bad. My flow state is gone. If I were doing a normal commentary, I would have restarted by now. Another side tangent. Do some of you just like straight up reset levels if it's not going well? You want that flow state? This is one of those flow state games where if I screw up like so badly like I did right there, that I just want to like do it all over again. Have any of you restarted or changed yourself or grown in some way? Any tips for that? I think I've had many eras in my life of stuff that I was like really into, got far with, and then needed to like reinvent myself. Are you gonna hit me? Come on. There we go. Okay, it's right click. Cool. Now you can see the incredibly stupid shooting mechanics. And I'm pretty sure the gun, like the stock of the gun bends when you do that move. Like it looks like it bends. Okay, cool. I know you can get through that section without taking them out, but it's easier. Like I said, sometimes the AI will just smash you over and over again. So I'll let you know how this journey goes, but just recognizing you're due for a change or you want to change, I think is more than enough. The rest probably just happens naturally if you listen to your, it sounds so stupid, but literally like listening to your heart, letting you be a little bit romantic. It doesn't have to all be super logical and practical. Hardest part about outgrowing something is accepting that it's like not serving you anymore. It's not, excuse me, giving you what you hoped it would. Like for a very long time, I just wanted to be a professional mountain biker. And that's all I cared about. That's all I did. And I got to the pro level around college. And I just didn't want it as much. And a few reasons. One, it's kind of focused on college and life and things, you know. I'd just been training so hard and riding all the time that like it sounded fun to kind of kick back and just enjoy. No, oh, thank goodness, social life a little bit more. I was never a party person, ever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, not having to. Where do I go here? I don't remember at all where I go here. Not having to train 3 hours a day sounded really nice at that time. Is it up here again? Oh yeah, it's up here. Okay. And so I was a pro for 3 seasons, and then I just sort of stopped racing. And it went casual. No. Is this the right way? Maybe it is the right way. And then I kind of realized, like, yeah, I super missed racing, but it was no longer the time in life where it made sense. And I super would have flunked out of college if I kept racing. I had a hard time with college, just focusing on that alone. So, and I have regrets. Like I do, not regrets, but I miss racing, you know, like that was super fun going to places and doing stuff. But I also know like it took so much sacrifice, and that was a time in life where it made sense. Does this one bend? These animations are kind of cool. Oh, I could have kicked him. I could have just kicked him. I forgot you can Spartan kick people. Oh, this game's great. Bye-bye, Chopper. I miss this era of gaming. I hope we get some creative risks like this. If you're wondering like why we don't see any more Mirror's Edgy games, like this didn't sell super well, and then Catalyst didn't sell super well. I think they probably were financially like positive ROI. All right, I think this is nearing the end of the level, so I'm going to thank you for watching. If you like this series, I have a playlist down below where you can see more like this. And please continue to suggest which games you would like to see. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day, a good weekend, and I will see you again in the next video.
Hey, can you get a message to Miller? I need to see him again.
Sure.